Hello and welcome to IndianExpress.com. A Pakistani High Commissioner staffer was briefly detained after he was found to be in possession of certain defense documents. Barely hours later, India also declared this particular staffer to be Persona Non-Grata for espionage activities. The same was also conveyed to Pakistan High Commissioner Abdul Basit, who was summoned by Foreign Secretary Jaishankar over this entire issue. To discuss this further, I am joined by my colleague Shubhajit to throw light on what this really means to the India-Pakistan relations in light of these developments that has taken place today. Shubhajit, first of all, give us details of what really happened today, for the fact that this particular staffer was briefly detained since he enjoys diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, what happened was yesterday, Pakistan High Commission staffer Mehmood Akhtar, he was caught along with two Indian nationals, and these two Indian nationals were reportedly passing some sensitive documents to him pertaining to BSF troops deployment along the India-Pakistan border. That is what Delhi police saying. And when these three people were, apparently this particular ring was espionage ring was going on for about a year and a half, and the Indian authorities were keeping an eye on these people for over last 6 months. Now, initially, when these three people were caught, the Pakistan High Commission staffer, Mehmood Akhtar, who works in the visa section of the High Commission and is also an assistant to one of the senior diplomats in the High Commission. So he tried to pose as an Indian national to that's what he told the police, and then later when he was sort of questioned, he also produced a forged Aadhaar card to prove his Indian identity. But later on, when he was further questioned about more details, he said that he confessed that he was actually a staffer with the Pakistan High Commission. Now that is what we know as of now.
So in that case, we understand how Pakistan, after this entire news broke out, Pakistan has maintained that all the charges that's been leveled against the staffer are false and unsubstantiated. How do you think this development is going to affect India-Pakistan relations?
So this person is, according to the Indian government, this individual Mehmood Akhtar is working for the ISI, which is Pakistan's spy agency, and was earlier member of the Baloch regiment in Pakistan Army. Now, he was posted a couple of years back to India and has been serving here since. Now, because he enjoys diplomatic immunity, India had to let go of him, and he has been declared persona non grata and has been expelled, and it has been given about 48 hours. By October 29, he has to leave India. Now, this kind of a situation is not new in the India-Pakistan context. In earlier occasions also, Pakistan staffers have been caught in who have been alleged to be involved in espionage activities. And if you remember, earlier this year, an Indian former retired Navy official, Kulbhushan Jadhav, he was also caught for espionage activities in Balochistan by the Pakistan Army. So, in the current context of the Uri attack and then the surgical strikes, already the two countries have a very, very strained relationship. In that context, when something like this happens, it just strains the relationship further, and the mistrust and suspicion is at its peak.
Absolutely. So in that case, Shubhajit, can we expect some kind of retaliation from the Pakistan side when they got to know about this entire news?
So far, Pakistan has denied the allegations leveled by the Indian authorities, saying that it's the person is carrying out diplomatic activities. But in the past also, we have seen similar cases where when an Indian authority has caught a Pakistan diplomat or Pakistan High Commission staffer for espionage activities,
Okay.
a tit for tat response has happened to an Indian staffer based in Pakistan.
Okay.
So it would not be unlikely if a similar tit for tat measure, retaliatory measure plays out in the next few hours or days to come. And that again will be fueling to the growing mistrust and suspicion between the two countries.
So clearly, the relations between India and Pakistan is going to in a very strained direction. We could expect some kind of retaliation from the Pakistan side once they've already known the fact that the detained person has been let off because he enjoys the diplomatic immunity. Thank you so much, Shubhajit, for getting us details of this entire issue. For more news and updates, log on to IndianExpress.com.